Alrighty, so after almost a year when it was released, Shiny Ditto will finally be obtainable in the wild. Now, there's certain conditions that you will need to meet in order to catch this special shiny, and yes, it does not follow the typical logic, so a lot of players may spread a lot of misinformation, and that's what I want to dispel here in this video. So without further ado, let's roll the intro and get right into it. And how's it going, everyone? It's me, it's Count here with a brand new Pokemon Go video. Today I'm going to be talking about how you can pick up Shiny Ditto. Contrary to what you may have heard, getting this shiny is not going to be as straightforward as you might think. First and foremost, if you are looking for Shiny Ditto, then you will want to check these specific Pokemon: Hoot, Spinarak, Hoppip, Remoraid, Gulpin, Numel, Purloin, or Fungus. Any of these Pokemon can be disguised as Ditto, and I do have to say that this is as of August 27th, 2021. Of course, this list could change in the future, but regardless of the fact, these are the Pokemon that could potentially be Shiny Ditto. Now, if you were to come across any of these Pokemon as shiny, when they transform into Ditto, will that Ditto be shiny? Actually, no, unfortunately. If you want a shiny Ditto, then the only way to obtain it is if these Pokemon are not actually shiny. It's a little bit confusing and counterintuitive, but that's actually how the system is set up. So basically, if you want to encounter shiny Ditto, you will need to encounter any of these Pokemon as their non-shiny form, and when you catch it, it could potentially become shiny Ditto. And then of course, in the month of September, Ditto will be a research breakthrough reward, so you could potentially pick up a shiny that way. But in general, this is your best bet for how you can pick up a shiny Ditto. Of course, a bunch of us already have a shiny Ditto from the Kanto Tour event last year, but a lot of players do not have this Pokemon, or they want multiples of it so that they could use it for lucky trades and different things like that. Of course, it's going to be extremely rare because not only do you have to look for Ditto in the wild, but like every other wild shiny Pokemon, it's going to have a really low shiny rate in the wild. Of course, in the future, they may release some sort of event that will allow you to get shiny Dittos in a much higher rate, but as of right now, this is the only way to pick up this shiny, and it is going to be extremely low. But if you are lucky, you may encounter shiny Ditto, and yeah, it's all going to depend on your luck, so make sure you go out and click every single one of these Pokemon, and it could potentially become that shiny Ditto. And finally, if you want a high IV shiny Ditto, then the best way you can get that is of course through the research breakthrough like I mentioned earlier, but of course the best way is going to be through those lucky trades. So make sure you farm up as many shiny Ditto as you possibly can, and see if you can just coordinate with some of your best friends and see if they could save their shiny Dittos, and you could do lucky trade swaps when you hit lucky friends. I'm actually still holding on to my shiny Ditto from the Kanto Tour event, and I really am looking forward to trading it in a lucky trade in the future. It just seems like a lot of players are also holding on to their shiny Dittos, and they are just reluctant to trade their shiny Dittos. But now that it's going to be released in the wild, maybe a lot more players will be willing to part with their shiny Dittos in order to get a potentially higher IV version of it. I don't know too many people who have a Shundo or even a 98% shiny Ditto, and I do think that having one of those in your collection will give you some really cool bragging rights. And of course, it's going to be very rare that someone even has a 100% Ditto, let alone a Shundo. For me personally, this might be one thing that I'm going to be going after in Pokemon Go. I just don't know yet, but yeah, I mean, when it comes to Pokemon Go right now, I've been mainly focusing on just Shundo collecting, so for the most part, I'm just trading shinies and going after Hundos during community days. So yeah, I mean, it'd be really nice to have a Shundo Ditto in my collection because I know a lot of players will not have that. And yeah, that's really going to be it for this video. I just wanted to clear the air a little bit because I know a lot of people out there are saying that the encounter has to be shiny in order for it to become shiny Ditto. That is actually false information, and this was confirmed by Niantic. So yeah, make sure you leave your thoughts down below. Do you have yourself a shiny Ditto? I would love to know, and tell me how you caught it and what Pokemon transformed into it. That would actually be very interesting. And yeah, I'm Count Jinsula. Hope you enjoyed this video and found it to be helpful. Be safe, have fun, love yourself, and I'll catch you all later.